Alex, kind enough to join us once again on our Vanda Pharmaceuticals desk. Congratulations on the win today, Alex.
Thank you.
Great to see you once again. So after that first set, what changed for you out there?
I kind of settled down a little bit. I didn't have my best start, and I was, quite conscious of it. And I sat down as soon as the set was done. I was like, okay, what do I need to do better? And for me, it felt like I kind of gave that first set to him by making too many unforced errors and just going for a little bit too much. So I just told myself, all right, let's slow it down. Let's go back into a little bit of a lockdown mode for a little while, gain your confidence and build from that. And it was quite crucial.
Over the last year, you pulled off a bit of a grand slam, 4 straight quarterfinals and majors. Now here you are back in middle weekend. What is the key to consistency at this level?
For me is just wanting it every single day and just showing up. That for me is what I kind of keep on telling myself, right? That I can't afford to have an off day because, as we've seen, so many players are so good and so dangerous that on any given day, they can beat you. So if you have an off day, you're in danger. So for me, it's about being engaged from the first point to the last and just showing up.
When you do show up, when you want it and you have it, can anybody beat you? Or
well, they obviously can. If not, I would be undefeated and having a little bit of a Alcaraz season. But it definitely makes it difficult, and that for me is the goal, right? When I bring my best tennis is when I'm engaged, when I'm ready, when I'm focused, intense from the first point to the last, and that's when, my opponents, if they want to beat me, they're going to have to dig really deep, and that's the whole goal.
We spoke a few days ago about how after Roland Garros, you were a little fried. You came here, played some golf, you got a nice reset. I'm wondering, though, mental health has been a topic that's come up a lot. Alexander Zverev talked about it a few days ago, Sabalenka yesterday. Is there something about tennis that's at odds with sort of optimal mental health, or do you think we're just at a point where people are talking about it? We now have a vocabulary.
That's a good question. I think the sport itself is the way it's designed. Ultimately, you're out there on your own, right? So you are the one responsible for your own results, right? It's not a team sport where you can, if you're not feeling amazing, if you have a little bit of an off day, you can kind of hide and let the rest of the team pick up the slack. There's no hiding, right? So you're constantly in the spotlight, and that with the travel, the weeks, the length of schedule, I think does have an impact on us as players and human beings. But yeah, I think in the past it was a lot about, you don't deserve to feel this way. You don't deserve to feel tired. You just got to get on with it. And I think recently we're starting to realize that we got to be a little bit nicer to ourselves, and sometimes it's making tough decisions like, okay, I need to take a week off to make sure that I can peak at the Grand Slams or at the right tournaments to take it to the next level.
being engaged to another pro tennis player, when one of you loses early in a slam, how much do you take those losses, or does she take your losses, and how does that affect each other going forward?
Yeah, we've got each other's back through the good and the bad. And what I mean by that is, I feel the tough moments. She feels the tough moments as well. And you kind of just have to try your best to get through them together, right? And, my role yesterday is to do my best to help her and comfort her, right? And when I've had some tough losses, that's exactly what she does for me. So ultimately, we help each other. We try to bring the best out of each other, and yeah, it's a very difficult situation to kind of deal with.
Well, now you can celebrate you. On to the third round here at Wimbledon. Congratulations, and appreciate you spending some more time with us.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.